Okay, I'm gonna save you guys some time, effort, and energy, breaking it down into something pretty simple. So everybody's got their macros that they follow in a normal day, except your normal day isn't every day. I only lift weights twice a week, so I'm only gonna really follow my macros on those 2 days, and then there's probably 2 or 3 days where I go for like a swim or do jujitsu or do maybe like 30 or 45 minutes of cardio. I'm not going to eat as much as I do on a weightlifting day on those days. So basically, and then there's days that we don't lift at all, or we don't really do much at all. We just kind of go on the computer and work from home, or go on a little walk or something like that. And if we were eating the same amount of calories or same amount of carbohydrates every single day, we would have a lot of excess that we weren't burning off or storing in our muscles for energy for lifting weights, and we would store it as fat. So if you're not hitting your body fat or your weight loss goals, you got to get into something called carb cycling. Super simple. I just break it down into 3 different days. My hard day, which I lift weights on, I'm going to eat probably 200, 230 carbs on those days. Today was one of them. Did shoulders and arms. Day number 2 is just like a 30 minute to 60-minute cardio day. It could be hopping on a rower, going for a swim, hike, whatever you're into. It doesn't matter. But 60 minutes of like conversation pace cardio. I usually turn on like a audio book or something like that, or maybe a podcast or something while I do those. On those days, that's my medium day. I'm only going to eat out of that normal 200, 225 carbs. I'll have maybe, I don't know, like 3/4 of those carbs on those days. And then the third day is the light day. So I train jujitsu, and not only do I just train it, but I'll teach it. And typically when I'm teaching it, I'm not really burning a lot of calories because just just teaching it. So on those days, or a rest day from the gym, or just a chill day, I'm gonna have probably 50% of my 225, 230 carbs. So I'll end up having maybe just like 100, maybe a little bit more. You can go more drastic than this. I'm not trying to lose a ton of weight or anything. I'm just trying to keep a six pack and some vascularity. So if I were to eat that 230 carbs every single day, even on off days, I would eventually gain a decent amount of body fat and not reach my fitness goals, which is looking pretty aesthetic. So if you're playing a game where you're trying to lose weight and and you're trying to do it fast, then you would just play with those. You just play with the percentages. You would just go, instead of just cutting it as much as I did, because I don't have the same fitness goals as everybody else. You might go on a low day, might be like 50 carbs or less, or well, obviously your whole carb intake is going to be a little different. I'm like 205 pounds, and I work out pretty hard, and I'm trying to maintain. I'm trying to get stronger, and I'm trying to maintain low body fat. So if you're trying to lose 30 pounds of fat or something like that, then yeah, you might want to just really, really cut the carbs on the non-training or the rest days, or but play with some percentages. Check in with me. Let me know how it goes. Keep it simple, super stupid simple. You have 3 days: a hard training day, a medium training day, and like a very low training day, or a rest and recovery day. Keep the carbs at the appropriate levels on those days. Play with the percentages, see what works, and then just keep on tweaking it, because that's all nutrition is. You're tweaking things over time, trying to get it completely dialed in. That's kind of where dialed in comes from. It's like a volume knob on your radio. You don't just turn it and it goes to the frequency you need. You get pretty close, and then you just, over the next couple weeks or months, you just keep on making slight little adjustments until you see giant improvements over time. So keep it simple. Check in with me. Let me know how it goes. Peace.